The Grange players have The Girl on the Train, which is their production running from the 13th through to the 22nd of March. Rod Bissett joins me now to let us know what's in store and what the timetable's looking at for, or even if there's a rail replacement bus service.
No, we are well on track for this one. I'd say rehearsals have been going absolutely fantastically. We've got the tech crew and our backstage crew working super hard for this one. Now things are going absolutely brilliantly for our next production.
How do you recreate a train on stage?
Through very clever lighting and some amazing sound effects that have been put together by the director's son, actually, a chap called Sam Evans, who's done some absolutely amazing work with what he's done.
And this is all part of making the whole thing come to life. So tell us about the cast and where the story starts.
Okay, so the story, for those that don't know, is it's about a lady called Rachel Watson, who is a recovering alcoholic and recent divorcee, and she takes the same commuter train every day, looking out through the window into other people's houses, and she becomes a bit obsessed with a couple that she calls Jess and Jason.
Hmm.
And then one day Rachel witnesses something and then discovers that the person that she knows as Jess is actually a young lady called Megan Hipwell, and Megan has disappeared. And so Rachel takes it upon herself to sort of investigate this mystery, all the while battling with her own unreliable memory and her own alcohol fueled blackouts, which can also work against her because they're making her a suspect as well.
An interesting tale,
Mm.
mystery, intrigue, personal problems, and an amazing way of bringing a story to an audience. And I think the way the book is set, it's very much about the train journey itself, isn't it? And
Oh
it
yeah.
then sort of branches out from there to, to its conclusion, which is, I think, quite exhilarating, isn't it?
Oh, it's a fantastic little conclusion, and yeah, we've tried to make like the train a character of its own and not just a way of getting us from scene to scene. It's actually fueling the story and giving us like the motivation to carry on and help set like the different scenes, because we've got so many different sets. We've got a number of areas of the stage dedicated to each one, but we still have to set it up, and so we're using our own little train effect to facilitate that.
This is going to be a challenge for all the actors to bring this together, but we know they're going to rise to that. As we say, rehearsals are going wonderfully, and
Mhm.
ticket sales are going well too already. But there's still a chance to get yourself in there.
Oh, absolutely. There always is. I mean, you say like it's a good chance for the actors. I'm going to give a shout out to our backstage crew,
Hmm.
because fun fact, we've actually got more backstage crew than we have actors for this one. Purely because we don't want people waiting around for ages, waiting for the next bit. So our director has been putting them through their paces, making sure everyone knows exactly where they've got to be, what they've got to do, and that's just the people changing the sets. It's been absolutely magic to watch so far.
Well, I think this is going to be somewhat exciting. So, Ed, what is the totals on cast on stage and crew behind the scenes then?
We have one, two, three, four, about seven people on stage, and at the last count, we did have about 12 people backstage, both helping shift the set, helping with makeup effects, helping with the technical aspect of things. It's very tight backstage, I will say.
And of course, your theatre itself is built for the types of shows that you do as well, which again I think helps make this all the more special, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this one we've really pushed ourselves with our technical side in such a way that we can make sets that where the audience are going to know exactly where we are at a given point, but without them being overly complicated needlessly.
Well, it sounds phenomenal. I know you're going to do an amazing job of it. Break a leg, and we look forward to hearing how people get on watching this one. Tickets are available on 07909 036835 or via ticketsource.co.uk / the Grange players Ltd. You can grab your tickets there and yeah, also nip along to your Facebook page and have a look at some behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, absolutely. We're constantly potting on like little behind the scenes photos, fun little tidbits, daft little things that we've been doing just to keep like that interest going. So absolutely, if you're not already following us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and we are now on Blue Sky as well, then give us a follow on all of those platforms.
And of course, then you're thinking towards July next as well.
We are. So we've had to do a bit of a change. So we've still after the girl on the train, we've still got two plays to come. Plus, we are doing a special one-off performance at the Be Fame Festival soon.
Hmm.
So for that, which is happening in April, we're going to be putting on a short Agatha Christie play called The Rats. But then hitting our stage in May, we're going to be doing the cricket themed comedy Outside Edge.
Oh, yeah, right.
And that's going to be directed by Chris Waters, who's very familiar with the direction side of the Grange.
Hmm.
And then we've done a bit of a change for our July play, whereas we were going to be doing Alan Bennett's People.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, a bit of ill health from the director's side has sort of put a kibosh on that one. So instead, our very talented art director, Sarah, has done a bit of changing, and we are now going to be putting on the hilarious Don't Dress for Dinner.
The very talented Sarah Bissett. I'm just going to add that in there, but I know you're not biased.
She's probably overhearing it now, so if I hadn't have said that, then I wouldn't be getting any dinner later.
But we know she's amazing. So you would have had to dress for dinner then either, would you? You see that would have
Indeed.
been it. So it's going to be awesome. Some great stuff coming up. Grange Players is what you're looking for. What's your website?
So you can find us at thegrangeplayhouse.co.uk. And again, find us on Facebook under that same name. So we're on the Grange Players in Warsaw, and you can find all of our ins and outs, our behind the scenes stuff, and how to get tickets throughout.
Oh, Rod, always good to speak to you. Have a brilliant time with the show, and I look forward to speaking to you again just ahead of the next production.
Pleasure as ever. Thanks, Jason.